Swiss. The Swiss is also one of the currencies that is technically weak. And you can see this, how brilliant this thing has traded. It has come above the structure point. This is all Friday. Above the structure point of 148, and it just gave us this 128 pips. There is your 148, right above the New York session, above the range of the New York session. I mean, this thing has lined up very nicely, and it just did not look back. The only concern I have with this trade is the way it has closed. That is, as I said, a close that doesn't inspire confidence, because somebody was terrified about his position going into the election. So either they were covering their shorts or whatever, because these kinds of moves, they are short covering. And going into the Greek election, that was definitely one of those kind of closing. So yes, it was money making during the session, but for us to take it as a continuation, we need more evidence that this thing is going to continue. And you can see it on the daily chart. That is, so the rule is, in this case, that's the big range day rule, and the high of the day is the, let's say, the 120, the 149.30. So I'm buying it above the 149.30 only, and that's going to be my stop. And I'm looking for the next structure, which is the 150.75. So for the pound Swiss, I am buying above the 149.28, and my stop, I mean, I have a one daily high below it here, which is the 149.12. I'll put my stop below that, so at least to be reasonable, 149.10, just putting it 2 ticks below it. And my structural long point is the 150, which was previously a structural short point. So now this is going to be my structure. It's still my structural long point anyway, and my structural short point are still the same, so they haven't changed from last week. Now I have to pick my short entry. My short entry, I will go short below the Did anybody lose sound? Did anybody lose sound? Can you hear me well, guys? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, so thank you. Okay, so for me to put a short in this case, my short is going to be below, I got a 3 daily low over here, and the 1 daily high. So my stop is going to be below the 148.53, and my stop, which is this low, and my stop is going to be right above it, which is the 148. Okay, so that is the pound Swiss. We're buying it above 149.28. If we do, we have a structure long point at 150.75, and my stop is going to be about 18 pips away at 149.10. On the short side, I'm going to go short below 148.53, and if I do, I have a structure. What the hell? Then I shorted below the structure, so this is. So we short below the structure, short point, and that will remain our stop. I'm staying correct. Okay, so let me put the pound Swiss again. So the pound Swiss, we're going to go long above 149.28. We have a structure long point at 150.75, and our stop is going to be the 149.10. On the short side, the short point is 148.62. It is going to be our structure short point, exactly, Carlos, and it is going to be my stop. All right, that is the pound Swiss.